Do you know how many times I hear from people that just can't be bothered? Just don't feel motivated at all. And do you know what? I get that. I don't just get it. I say it all the time too as well. And here's the thing. I always say this about the mundane shit, right? The things I don't like. You know, crap that we have to do but don't want to do. Things that I'll only do when I feel motivated enough, right? You know, filing, sorting out emails, checking books, clearing out the car, to-do lists that never seem to be ending, bore off jobs, stressful as feck to do when a lot of things are going on, make my life overwhelming. And if I'm on the go and something shitty like this pops up and needs to be done, you know, it just grinds my gears. I can't be feckin' bothered with it. How many times have people said that to you? And I hear that all the time. It's a chore, right? How many people do you know feel motivated to do everything all the time, even the crap jobs, right? Okay? Not many. So it kind of gets me thinking, lots of people, if they're being honest with themselves, okay, that say this about exercising and, you know, making healthy food choices, those essential things that are required for, you know, a decent body shape these days, they know they should do it, but they just can't be feckin' bothered. They'll only do it when they feel motivated for it, right? Which is gas, right? When they have time, okay? It's a chore, right? And even when you start out with the best intentions to crack that body this time, maybe this was your New Year's resolution, or, you know, the summer came along, life, you know, soon gets in the way, and the diet goes out the window. You know, can you relate to that? What if I was to tell you that you really don't need motivation, right? And that it's just a faulty mindset you've developed over time from a story that you've been telling yourself? What if I was to tell you I've worked with hundreds, going into the thousands now, of women local to the Dublin 15 area who've told me this exact same story. They started out, they now have a mindset which is completely the opposite. They feel upset when they can't exercise and look forward to getting back onto good food when they've had a bit of a binge on a holiday, you know, or the weekend, or whichever it is. Thing is, most people think they can't be bothered to do the work. They need to get in shape, okay? And to feel better and more confident about themselves. Usually because they can relate, you know, to it, back to a time when they tried in the past. They felt shitty, stressful, too hard, too difficult. They draw on that past experience and they feel scared to go there again, right? When I look at what people have usually tried and the way they set about doing things, I don't blame them for feeling like that, to be honest. I do it. I'm only human at the end of the day. It's overwhelming making a full 360 change in everything you eat, finding time to go and exercise 3 to 4 times a week, okay, juggling everything else, right, full-time job, family, kids, whatever. And when you look at how much you're going to have to do to, you know, to get what you really want, that crap is overwhelming, okay? It stops a lot of people from actually starting, okay, because that's where the fear is. Here's the thing. I've worked with so many people over the last 7 years at SMA Fitness. I found a simple shift in mindset that makes all the difference, okay? What I've seen over the years is people actually love progress, okay? When you love what is happening, motivation to do it is less required because you enjoy the feeling and the benefits of it, right? When did you last need to feel motivated to do something that made you feel great, right? And what were you doing that's simple enough to become a habit quickly? You don't have to think about too much anymore. It's not that stressful, right? And this is how we coach people on our programs here at SMA Fitness, okay? Take, for example, diet. A complete overhaul of the way you eat is stressful, right? Chorish, difficult. Eating protein at every meal is simple and manageable. Which wins the race? The person that tries to crash diet, cut out all their favourite types of food, you know, all their losses in a short space, gets stressed out and goes back to their old self-sabotaging ways, or the person who starts off eating a little bit more protein, notices their strength going up, okay? They have more energy, they're sleeping better, they lose a couple of pounds, and they become more interested in doing the things that are becoming more healthier, part of their lifestyle, right? See, making little changes that last a lifetime and get steady progress that feels fun and easy changes a person's mindset towards things, okay? When it's no longer a stressful chore, They no longer need to feel motivated all the feckin' time to do it. Okay? So I want you to really think about that for a second. Stop trying to have a little quick fix of something that needs a long-term permanent change, because when it doesn't work, it's not the work. Everything can work and doesn't work. But at the end of the day, if you're not making committed long-term changes to fix an unhealthy lifestyle and unhealthy habits that are only leading to a lifetime of unhealthy habits and an unhealthy body, then would it not make sense to stop looking at quick fixes and duct taping areas where you keep overspilling all of these bad habits into something that's going to last you so much more better when you make those definite changes for the long term? Okay? There are no quick fixes. There are only changes and a commitment to a change to become a healthier version of yourself. Because deep down inside, you know what you're doing wrong. But I'll tell you what makes it so much easier. When you join a community of butt-kicking ladies who are on the same journey as you, and when you have a coach fighting your corner and on your side, checking in on you and making sure you know exactly how to nail these kind of habits and what you need to stick to, and the consistency and the hard work and the graft and the grit and all that kind of stuff. You can't do that stuff by yourself. And this is why SMA flourishes. This is why the ladies at SMA Fitness are getting such jaw-dropping body transformations, because they don't see this as something they do for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. I'll do it for the summer and then I'll go back to my old self-sabotaging ways in the end. We know that doesn't work. What does work is go, this is the new me, this is how I want to live my life, this is how I want to feel. And when you start being the person you want to feel and look like, that's when you are going to start to see changes, and the motivation never becomes something that you rely on because it's pissing down with the weather, or you just feel too tired or feel too stressed. I guarantee you, every single time you go back to those defaulting habits or those default emotions, it'll paralyze you to do anything to move forwards 100% of the time. Okay? Think about that.